Right, guys, welcome. Another Thursday night, another live stream. And we're going to take a look at some of your art that you sent in. Some of you guys have actually sent some artwork in for us to have a look at. So that should be all good. 1 minute, just let me get rid of this sound for you guys before we're not on back chat. I think Dave's indisposed. Hopefully joining us later on, but we don't know. Next week, you guys should use the cherry bomb. I like that one, Smoke. I like that one. And anybody that's not right sure should go look at comments underneath last Sunday night's stream. Apparently, I've got to do one again. Must be accent. That's all I can say, guys. It just must be accent. Now they can't understand me, or they just don't like the accent. But yeah, so I'm supposed to do one. Go hide under a rock. Smoke knows, and Jason knows all about it. Whoever put it on got a nice few, shall we say, comments back. So, hope you guys have been okay. And I'm going to be late with my bird. Challenge a lot harder than you thought, Jason. Exactly. This is what we were saying. Out of your comfort zone. Totally thrown out of the mix. Again, when you're tattooing and people are coming in for tattoos, I do get that we generally like to stay towards our comfort zone, but sometimes you just got to do stuff that, shall I say, that you don't 100% gel with, whether it be scripts, whether it be a bird, whether it be a person. I'm not suggesting portraits because I stay away with portraits. It's just one of them things. We just have comfort zones, and sometimes it's both nice. Sometimes you get thrown out of them, and it's something you've got to deal with. Yeah, Danik, a cock. Smoke, I'm British, so I like the accent. Wish I still had mine. Wish I didn't have mine, man. Especially from the area that I'm from, honestly. Jason, cheers. No problem. I ain't going nowhere. Develop a wolf. Chair's a bit squeaky, yeah. That's how I've got my fat ass on chairs. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Let's get a bit of squeakiness going on. And oh shit, what have I done here? Don't know. It's let me get on there. Is it on that one? No. Screw something up, guys. There we go. We're on there. We're on that one. My chair just started sounding like that last week. Yeah. Honestly, sounds like my back in the morning. Sup, Wolf. By the way, if anybody doesn't know, that one developed with this one. Developed with Wolf is my dear son, who is sat upstairs with his face in a computer. Yes, we've got him back home. Just can't leave his mum and dad. You know what it's like. You guys out there, we're all about the same age. You know what it's like. Just can't survive out in the big wide world on their own. Got the same style of chair, Smoke. Yeah, we're just a cheap one, buddy. my back too. For squeaky chair baby oil, you know what's coming out, doesn't it? It doesn't just clean your fake skins, amazing. It oils hinges, it oils chairs, and it oils you up, no problem. And that it's great. It's got 1,000,001 uses, so don't be shy with it. Danic's now got a monthly subscription to Johnson & Johnson, you know, to get his baby oil. Since we put him onto it, it's his daily rub down. Is that one. But again, so I'm hoping that Dave may get to us in a little while. He may not. We'll go through your art submissions in a little while. Anybody that's got an art submission, email us at the top of the screen. Up there. Going through there. Again, critiquemytattoo@gmail.com. Just put artwork or whatever as the thing. Send it in and we will take a look at it. Any questions, again, can put them in chat. That side, one way or other. You can pop them in chat. We'll slam them up on screen and we'll answer your questions, or try to. Not saying I can answer them all, but we'll try. And then in between time, I'll annoy you just with squeaking. Sounds like dodgy bed springs. Bed's creaking. If a bed's a rocking, don't come knocking. It's so we'll go through that. Anybody wants, if you want to come on and chat with me, come on camera and you want to chat, this, that, and other, email address at the top, and just put on camera. I will gladly send you a link. You can come, jump online. All I will say is just be careful. You may need a set of headphones, but just be careful what's behind you, this, that, and other. Don't be running around in front of any mirrors with no bath towels on, etc. But you're more than welcome. What we got here, Jason? For lighter tones using pencil, is it better to start with a 2H or a 2B? Right, I will tell you, Jason. These here are my go-to. Oh crap, I'm missing one. These are my go-to pencils. Yeah, missing one. Oh, my go-to supplies, shall I say. These are my go-to supplies, and I'll have an HB just for sketching out, and then I've got a 2B, I've got a 4B, and that's another 2B, mechanical pencils. I sketch out with HB, then from there in my lightest pencil is a 2B, and also my other wicked little item is that it's a Tombow mono eraser for your highlights for taking out. And from there on in, Jason, I like to use a crap load of blending sticks, blending stumps just for smoothing out. And if I'm want to get really soft tones, I put on with graphite and everything with a paintbrush. That's basically the ones that I use. But mainly I'm 2B upwards. I do have some charcoal pencils for really dark, and I also have some white charcoal for if I'm using toned paper, tanned paper. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I just use mechanical pencils. Prefer them to keep a sharper edge. if I am doing a larger area and I want to put a lot of stuff down, what I do is have a little tub like that, and I have a stick of charcoal. I'll just get some sandpaper, rub it on, goes in tub, virtually run out at a minute, and I'll put it on and I'll slowly work it in with a paintbrush. Oh, and a kneadable eraser. I have a kneadable eraser, just if you've got too much on. It's not so much for taking it off, but it's just lightening the any areas up. And that to do. And that's basically my art supplies, the stuff that I use. Mad, mostly 3B for all. I prefer soft pencils. I do mad, because I find if I'm using a softer pencil, I'm not having to carve into the paper. You can just lightly go across it and just build up and build up and build up, and just use a blending stump then to smooth it all out. But I do prefer the softer side. I prefer Bs. I prefer to use all B grade pencils. Again, like I said, I have an HB, but that's about as hard as I go, is an HB. I'm using a regular sketch pad for paper. It's fine. That is fine. I have crap. What do I have? What do I have? I have a, what's that? That's Bristol board, and that is smooth Bristol board, 250 gram. Is that? It's like card, smooth, great for drawing on. I have sketchbook. I don't even know what's in this. 160 gram A4. Sea white. That's just got a bit of a tooth on it. A little bit of a tooth on paper, a little bit of roughness. So get for pencil. And then what do I have here? I have an A3, and then I have some tone grey. Oh, I have some, like I said, I've just got some tone grey stuff, which I mess about on, and that, and I think that's it. That's mainly what I use for drawing on. Mainly Bristol board, I'll be honest. Although Bristol board doesn't take, shall we say, coloured pencils very well. It will take alcohol markers, no problem. Doesn't take the coloured pencils very well. The pad, the tooth pad, the tone grey, they take no problem. The Bristol board is good for. It's good for, well, honestly, it's good for nothing at the minute because I don't even know where to put them. Acrylic markers, they're pretty good. It's good for them because it's really thick and it don't start curling up on anything. So again, that's really good for that. What's that, Danik? If you want really dark, do you use your wife's mascara? No, I use an eyeliner pencil. She has an eyeliner pencil. It's nice and soft. It's really soft. You can sharpen it as well, Danik. You want to try it? Although I think I might have actually got the tip off you. I'm not sure. Did you? Is that when you were? Did you tell me that tip when you were sending me dick pics for some reason? Somewhat along there. Dan Wolfie's normally wearing that. No, son, that's that of you. Your mum used to find all the makeup going missing when you were a kid. And if we ever wanted to find it, we'd go in your room and you'd be sat there in it. Jason's got. I have all those tools also, just trying to get the tones right, and the eye's giving me a hard time. Just practice, Matt. Just practice. Start light, work your way in. And that. Other than that, what you could have done. Don't know if any of you guys have ever done it. You draw and use grid method. If you've got it and you want it a certain size, you want to scale up, want to scale down, you can use grid method. which is all it is just take a photo, draw grids on it, squares and everything, draw your grid on it. Then when you've drawn your grid on that, just take your bit of paper, draw your same grid or squares with same amount of width, same amount of down, and just plot your points. Just plot your points and join over. And then from there on in, obviously you will get something like, you see it, you will get something like a likeness. And you just plot across and just do it from there. And as long as if your squares are inch by inch and you've got 7 across and 10 down, if you want to make it smaller, half a smaller than ½ inch, just make your squares ½ inch and just make sure it's 7 across and 10 down again. Perfect. Perfect. Mike said he used printer paper. There you go. There you go. I can never use print. I'll be honest, Mike, I can never use printer paper. When it comes to drawing, that's another reason I like to use mechanical pencil, because it can be quite heavy-handed. I use a mechanical pencil with the leads, with 0.5 millimeter leads, has just taught me to stop being like a bull in a china shop, and just go lightly and work it in. So, but again, that's just what I like. That's just what I like to use. Everybody different. Again, just like tattooing, everybody's different. Just because I do one way and I use one stuff and somebody else uses another one, doesn't mean it's wrong. Different, like we said, guys, different does not mean wrong. That's all. As long as the end is the same. S-Link. I'm using printer paper and mechanical pencil, nothing fancy here. Do you know something? You can use printer paper, you can use a pencil, and if you want to do a bit of blending and you want to smooth it out, you can use cotton bud or Q-tip, or even just a bit of tissue, just a bit of tissue paper on your finger, or a cotton wool ball. You don't need anything fancy. To be fair, you don't. Jason's managed by a B company. Casey, how are you doing? Hope everything's going well for you in the shop. Casey, is it today? Lol, I started Kingfisher but didn't have time to finish it. Well, it is today, but it's like we said, with no great shakes. All it is, anybody that's sent in today and done the black and grey, they will move on to colour. If they want to move on to colour, if you haven't, you can get it in for next week or whatever. Great stuff. But just remember, at some point we will say, "Love, that's it. You've got to take the design." So I'd either tattoo it or you're on tattooing stage. But just remember, again, like we were saying, when you're designing this, you've got your categories that it's got to fall in, and you do not get to change your design. So like any of these people that have sent in today, when they move on to colour, they can't change the design stays exactly the same, the picture will stay exactly the same, they just got to do it in colour. So when they send it in again, they will resend the black and white along with the colour one at the side of it, and we can do. The only thing you can change is if you've done realistic black and grey, and you think, oh crap, I've got to tattoo this, you could do illustrative colour, dumb it down a bit. That's the rules. What we got in here? Mike Parrish, Smoke, Jason, Schneider. What we got, Casey? Hey Andy, all good. It's just one day a week. Still stuck overtimes with my full job. But Casey, you've got into a shop 1 day a week in a shop. of is better than no days a week. It's your feet in. And I don't know whether or not gives that way, then it will give you, even though you're working your other place, it will give you time to build your clientele up so that you're not going into a shop. And if you're in the shop 5 days a week or 6 days a week, but you've only got clients in maybe 3 days, then your earnings are going to take a hit. So this way, it's a good transition over. Plus, you're not going to get overwhelmed with your tattooing or anything like that, doing it full time, trying to crank design out after design out after design out. So you're not going to get burnt out. So it's going to give you a good transition from one to other. So I wouldn't knock it. It's a good place to be. I know that you maybe don't want to be there, and that's what eventually happens with your job that you're doing when you're coming into a new job. Not just this job, even if you're doing anything else, you eventually come across and it's like, don't want to be here now. When you go back to your normal job, don't want to be here, prefer going that job. So then your enthusiasm wanes a little bit, but eventually you will transition across and all will be good. When the next tattoo critique? Sunday. Yes, there's one on Sunday. Casey, there should be one on Sunday, all being well with Dave. That's if he lets me back on his channel, because I keep getting told to get off his channel. People like to leave comments under videos, and it's like, get rid of him. But no, it'll be next Sunday. What we did last week on here, we run out of a few. I run out of the artwork. A couple of people sent a couple of little pieces in. I had a couple of in. I had some in-depth look at their tattoos, really got into it, really zoomed in. And I think it were only maybe about 3 or 4 little pieces that are sent in. So I just managed to get an in-depth look for them, on this chat on a Thursday night. Jason got basic. Jason, yeah, Sunday's next critique. What you got, Casey? Slow and steady, might start doing Saturdays as well. As for now, I'm fully booked till end of August. Good. So yeah, super happy. Good that it's not 24/7, as I burn out quickly and I want to keep loving it. Yeah, there's no worse than going 24/7, balls to the wall basically, and burning your sen out. All these designs, all these people coming in and want you all at once, and it's like your head's in a spin. Because, and Dave will vouch that it's one of them things. You'll go to work, you'll be working. You'll work in shop, you'll be tattooing in shop, you're cleaning to do this, that, and other, but then you'll get home and you still got designs to do or whatever, or they want to change them last minute so you can be working all the way through 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. I've just done one for tomorrow, which were a last minute in. I were here till about 8 o'clock. She's got to come in here, getting that one done. I've had some more people inquire just before we come on. So that's what you don't want. End up over the top, snowed under. Yeah, saw the comment. Yeah, I don't know where it come from, Casey. I honestly don't. But I pissed myself laughing. It was like, really, it's taken. What have I been on Dave's channel there? Probably a year of Sundays, and that's taken you a year to find out that jog on. So all I can assume it's somebody that's either relatively new to sending the work in, or something along that lines. But hey, it's what it is. It's like I say. I mean, if they're on this channel, I'd probably just say to them, look, exit buttons on top right hand corner of that screen. Don't let doors itching ass hot way out. Not keeping them here. They don't want to be on this one. It's entirely up to them. I'm just blowing some time off and steam off, and that, and everything. See what's going on. I'm giving people a bit of time to send work in. I'll just have a quick check, see what work we've got in. What we got in? 1, 2. I'm assuming that's the same person. 3, 4, 5. Right. So let me get my ass into gear, guys. We'll start taking a look at. You just get screen set up, and we'll start taking a look at a few of these that are in. I will start that one. So other than that, how's everybody doing? I mean, tattooing wise, everybody going along. I know Smoke. Bit of bad news. It looks like he's having to have a bit of surgery, so he might be down and out on his tattooing for a little while. I had a nice, and I don't know, most of you will know, I had a nice video, shall I say, a video call with, and you should know, you've been around, independent tattooing John, Underground John from Dubai. I was speaking to him this week, video called him down in Dubai. He wasn't tattooing that day, but he was with one of his mates who'd been there, Jerry, been there tattooing 30 years, and they were telling me they were going through, and believe it or not, his mate down in Dubai had been caught 4 times by police tattooing, and ended up in jail 4 times for tattooing people in Dubai. I couldn't believe it. The conversation was absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing, and everything as to what they go through, even down telling them that there's a particular way that the vet the clients, because they were telling police pose as clients and will come sit down and they'll let you just about start tattooing, and when you start tattooing they'll bust through the door, they'll take all your gear, all your money and everything, and that, and leave them flat on the backside. Dean, how you doing, Dean? Pommy, how you doing, mate? Down under. Hope everything's good, my mate. Dean, ignore the hate. Great, mate. Always give good advice, honest critiques. I try my best, Dean. Like I say, I ain't going anywhere. It is what it is. The 108. You're always going to get a keyboard money. You're always going to get a cannon at you. Can't like something I said. Either that or they just don't like my accent. It is what it is. Just one other thing. I'll get my Kingfisher picking tomorrow, not quite finished, no problem. It's illegal over there, isn't it? Yeah, for some reason. They were telling me it's illegal to tattoo, and I wish you were here and I wish you were on camera, so I could go through, because it's absolutely amazingly interesting. And it'd probably put me right if I get this wrong. I think he said it's illegal over there, and you can't have like a public shop. Anybody that does it is going to be like underground, do it from their house or whatever. But it is legal. What is legal is to have your lips tattooed, your eyebrows tattooed. Cosmetic tattooing to look better is legal, but tattooing in general, for normal tattooing, isn't. Well, I just couldn't get my head around it. Just really couldn't get my head around it. An absolute amazing conversation. His mate, such a nice guy, Jerry. Like I say, 30 years he'd been there, tattooing. It's thing. It really interesting, fascinating. So talk to him and understand how they get around it. But anyway, I will stop Right, so I will stop flapping my lips. We will get some artwork on. So we have got Stephen LeBlanc. Wow, Stephen, you've done colour first, mate. Wow, this is what you guys are up against. This is what you guys are up against. He's done the colour first. No, it's got. It says, "Hey Andy, didn't get to finish a drawing yet due to work and family issues. I debated whether I should send this or not, but I hope that getting some advice while working on it may help the final product in the end." Fine, fair enough. Definite issues with wing size, but I'm too far in now. Really wish I could crop and resize pencil drawings. Well, again, this is what we're saying. Really wish you could crop and resize. This is why we're saying you need some sort of skill when you're tattooing. Because you lose a stencil and you've only got a reference, you're going to have to freehand it on. You can't crop, resize, stick it back on, this, that, and other. You're going to have to get down and dirty with a skin pen. Loving the project so far. Just wish I had more time. No problem. My wife said I was sick in the head, but I wanted to do something a little outside of the box. Cool. Cool. Going to do something outside. First drawing was a rough draft. The second one will hopefully be the good one. So, right, guys. So we're going to have a look. So I'm guessing that this is your reference. Oh, I had to think what we're going to get here, because you've got pictures of moths and butterflies stabbed to a board. All right. So this is your rough sketch. So again, let me just go to the top. Oh, can I do it this way? Yeah, I can do it this way. So this is a rough sketch. Looking at your wings, like you say. Yes. I see what you say with your wing size, Stephen. They're looking a bit cropped in and maybe being better off coming out over here, my mate. I was just in there, just coming in, and maybe just as it comes over there, maybe just bringing them out. They look a bit squished on the paper, Stephen, as if you've run out of paper. If you'd have gone a little bit smaller with the body and kept these in perspective, then you probably would have had enough paper. But the other thing you could have done, bud, the other thing you could have done is, if you couldn't get them all, there was nothing wrong with sending them off the page, so you didn't have to draw all the wings. You could have sent it off the page. Yeah, it's looking like this thing is going to be pinned down. I know it's a rough drawing. Yes, I agree with you, Casey. What I was just going to say to him, your perspective, just watch your pins, Stephen, because a pin would more than likely be, it will give it a better effect if it went down and tapered in, Stephen. Just look a little bit like scissors cross swords, but this is his rough sketch. This is his rough sketch. But again, like I said, rough sketched out. Oh, let's go to the next one. So, starting to redraw it. What I can say is, I don't know if you noticed on this one, Stephen, that your wings were too small, or this one, but what I am going to say to you, what I will say to you is, like with this, just depending on what style you're going for, and I don't know which style you're going to go for, because we've just got an outline drawing. This heavy lining through here, Stephen, and I don't know how you draw, but this heavy lining through here lends itself more to illustrative than, I would say, realism. But again, I don't know how it's going to go. I am seriously intrigued now. I'm massively intrigued. You've got a good basis for going on. These claws, I tell you what, god damn, these claws, you've got them claws in sharp. But take from here, just remember, thinking forward for tattooing it. Yeah, should look good when shaded. But I mean, this one I've got up now. This is his rough. This is his rough out drawing. Oh, is it, Stephen? Sweet. Keep forgetting that Stephen's SL Ink used to be chasing. Blowing my mind. What I would say to you, that's it. You got the basis in for it being illustrative. Again, like somebody's just an observation. We're not critiquing your artwork. We're just an observation and maybe trying to help you and just give you some suggestions. It's not a critique by any means. What I would suggest is, you see your pins here, like Casey pointed out, they are looking very square pegged. Maybe if you can get them in and you can get them to look right, great. I look forward to seeing it. I look forward to seeing this thing staked out. I honestly do. If not, and you're struggling with them, maybe leave them out and just put something through the feet. But it's entirely up to you. It's your drawing. And I'm really looking forward to you cracking on with this one and getting it done. But it's nice to see that you've taken the challenge up. I am seriously looking forward to seeing this one with the shading in, and then we can take another look at it. But good work. I appreciate you sending it in, because again, I think if I get some time this week, I might do one myself. If I can get time this week or this weekend, I think I'll probably rattle one out myself in black and grey. But again, I'm liking the concept. Again, as a tattoo artist, it's also using this. So is it going to get, but Stephen's thinking outside the box. He's taken that and he's thought, maybe looking a bit macabre, bit whatever you want to call it, gruesome, it being staked out. But that's all part and parcel. It's thinking outside the box. That's what makes tattooing fun. For some people, not everybody would like this as a tattoo, but there will be somebody out there that would have it as a tattoo. It's Raven. How you doing? And I say this, fingers crossed, mate, that you actually crack them pins and you get them in and it looks good. I'm excited to see it in black and grey. I will be even more excited to see this one in colour, I will be honest, because I think this will be like, boof, you know, in colour, especially with illustrative, bold colours, and that, I think it'd be just like, blow your mind. Good start, Stephen. Thank you for sending it in. You're on your way, and I'm looking forward to seeing it finished. Nice reference, unusual reference, Stephen, because most people will probably go one, wings closed, sat there, quite simple, blah de blah de blah. But you've taken the challenge, and you're doing it, wings open, not shying away from it, and get your shading right and your colour right. I think it should look good. Perry Hannafin. Oh, let's see what we got. Perry sent one. Hey Andy, hope this is okay. Sure it is. Decided not to add the water as I've never drawn a bird before and wanted to concentrate on that. Perry, you chicken shit. Honestly, you bottled it. Oh, no, I'm only joking. Oh, so this is Perry's reference. Right, nice photo. Really nice photo. To be honest, mate, if I'd have seen this, all this round here, it'd have taken me longer to draw all this and go through here than, than draw a bird. But what you'd have been better off saying, instead of you've never drawn water before or anything like that, you'd have been better off saying, drawn bird with a fish, didn't want to draw the water because I didn't think it would translate to a tattoo very well. Bang on. Got to be up here for thinking, down there for dancing. Let's see. Oh, you've got the background. My question is, I'll stick with chicken. That's just straight up honesty. That is just straight up honesty, and I like it, Perry. Nice one. Let's have a little zoom in, guys. I'm just soaking it up at this point. I'll tell you what, Perry. You see this section of background, I'm really liking. I don't know whether you got put on a horizon line in here, Perry, and then thought you was going to do water, and then thought, I'll stick with chicken, and gone that way. But what would have been nice, you see this effect here? You've got round it, mate, and you've got round there, and you've got some of it here, and some of it out there. This would have been nice if you'd have carried it on down here, because then what you could have done, and what you'd have got away with, Perry, if you do translate to colour, you could have done a colour with, and then translated them into maybe like a watercolour background, bit of watercolour off it type effect, which I thought, just thinking, I think it looked really nice. But zoom in again, like we said, again, when you look at it, you don't, and I can see it probably better. Is that okay for you guys? Can you see it okay there? Is it far enough? Is it far enough in, or am I too far in? But what I'm looking at here, where you use the back shading, like you would in the tattoo off, there's not so much of a full line. Nice detail in your eye where we can see through. It's all good. It's all good. You've got your eye, your detail at the top, your little white eyelet. Sweet. You've got this detail over the top of the head, round the head, through here, and it's not crisp, but it's there, along with this bit through the beak here that's lighter, then it runs darker, you've got this dark line. Slick, clever, that's clever. That is a clever way to do it. Again, with these, and through here, you got enough detail, and down here you can see your bits of, let me just zoom in. I don't think I'm getting any further, can I? That's it. Perry, light lines as a reference. Yep, that's it. And you can see the detail, and you've used a textured paper. You've got bits of detail through here, and it's not, it's more of a semi-realistic, I would say. Semi-realistic, yeah, I'll probably go with semi-realistic. Not overly detailed, but got lots of detail in it in a way that it doesn't have to be super crisp, super clean, but it's all there. This would translate over really well with black and grey work in a tattoo. This would translate because you haven't gone crazy, and all this can be mag work, through here, just using your tones, mag work, maybe a little bit of needle work with some mag work around here. Again, just done your outer lines. Wings, I'm liking your wings. What I would say, if there's anything, you've got all this thing, it's a slick, proper slick. And I know it's just texturized, just a couple of these here, Perry. Just looks as if could have been smoothed off a little bit, but it's your drawing, it's your style. Like we've said before, art is subjective, and it's everybody to their own. Again, but overall, let me zoom out so we can appreciate it at this sort of level for him. Overall, great. Nice piece, enough detail. Like I said, just here, some of these details, and I don't know how it's coming across on your screen. But I can see it crisper on this monitor than I can on that screen. Colours are a bit off on that, but when I look at it on that, it's a lot better, and especially round here. I love this, how you've done this. Love this. It's just like a black and grey water effect, Perry. Watercolour effect. I just like it. Just really do. Captures it for me. And these super little dark bits really do. The eye and the beak. Yeah. Paul, you're going to work, bud. Take care, mate. Don't work too hard. And hopefully we'll catch you in another one, pal. But yeah, loving it. I don't know if you're going to take the next section and run with this exact same drawing now. Perry. Yep, this is what I was saying. Background was dark, then users needed a razor. Cool. Just tricks. So I'm hoping that you guys that have sent black and grey in are now going to move on to the colour section, where you keep the exact same drawing as you've got here, but resend it in colour. I'd love to see this. I'd love to see them in colour. Really would. Nice one, Perry. I appreciate it. Nice drawing. Would translate across. Would be able to tattoo it. No problem. We've got what we've got. What's Danik got here? I haven't drawn a lot, but I used to blend and shade with toilet paper. The blend, yeah, Danik, it is. You can either get it, fold it in half, twist it, and use it, or if you're doing a larger area and you've put down and say you're doing like a face out like that, if you fold it over a couple of times and put it on flat of your finger and just go around in circles, and that smooths it out great. Plus, when you're smoothing out and you're using either a Q-tip, a blending stump, paper, you don't have to lay as much graphite or charcoal down because it moves out. Your paper picks some of it up, so you find you can carry on going further, so you're not like that, trying to get a full layer of graphite down. What we got? It's Mike finished the bird. I'm guessing that this is Mike from Georgia. What's your yeah, I'll blend the six like yeah. I've got yeah. After you can blow your nose with it. Yeah, if you want a black nose. So here's my finally finished bird. I'm guessing again, just recapping. I'm guessing this is Mike from Georgia, and I know if it is, he sent them in last week. But this is his reference, if you remember it. Ooh, Mike. Oh, come on, everybody, drink up. Cool. Look at this. He's gone OTT. He's gone balls to the wall. Yeah, Mike, I hope you can tattoo this. Again, like I say. Yeah, Perry. Nice, innit? Again, pretty much like your Perry. You know, got the darks, the lights, this bit of dark, medium tone. Showing a light underbill. Eye, again. You've got this dark here, slightly lighter, a bit of white highlight. You can see this line, this ridge line, and the highlights through here. It's, like I said, through here, all your directions, your feathers. Again, no real hard lining. No real hard lining on this, if you look. You see a little bit, but then he used a bit of light lining last week through here, and then he's just put it in so it just looks like the feathers. Look at this here, jump, jump, all the way through. Nice underbelly. Liking this dark, how you've separated it. And I don't know whether you guys can see it there, that he's got an ever so light, fine little white line through it, all the way down through the bottom. And then we get to the tree stump. The tree stump is detailed, but like I said about the other one, it's not over detailed. It's simplified the detailing down on it, but it works. We know exactly what it is. We've got this darker shade. Yes, it is. It is, Mike. Cool. Banging bit, mate. Banging bit, Mike. Got the knots in the wood. Everything. Looks like it's been smoothing and blending through here. We can see all the cracks and everything. I just hope that you can see everything on a 65-inch TV, even the small details. Yeah, I suppose that's one good thing of a 65-inch TV. Shows everything up, even imperfections are probably there. But again, we can see. Can you just see? It's got some little black white highlights in through there, all through it. Spent some time on it. Mike, if you don't mind me asking, total time, Mike. How much time did you spend on it, mate? Hours wise. Because like I say, it's to do a kingfisher, add one thing in. Obviously, he's got the fish, we've got the thing, so he's got 3 things in, makes a composed picture. All well and good. Yeah, you're right there. Looks like all this bit of moss tangle on the underneath and down here. He's managed to capture that and everything. And I think he sent us another email, so we'll probably just dive out of this one in a minute. I think he sent another one with some more in it. But again, thanks for sending it last week. I appreciate you sending it this week. I hope now, Mike, that you're going to take this piece and move on to the colour side of it, because I would really like to see you do this piece in colour. It'd be really nice to stack your black and grey against your colour. So I hope you do move on with the challenge and go through with colour. But I appreciate it. Really well done. Really nice piece. Let me zoom out a bit, guys, so we can just drink it up as it stands there. You can tell what it is. It's wings, it's feathers. There's no mistaking what this is. Nicely done, Mike. Really well done, mate. I think. Oh, Mike, I'm guessing this is what you've sent. This is the tools he uses. Send us another email. Just send. Mike, I need to speak to you. Oh, so he's got pencils, light bar, another pencil, Q-tips. So he's using Q-tips. He's using blending stumps, sharpener. This, Mike, I'm assuming is a mechanical eraser, an electric eraser. I'd love to know what make that is, because I have one there, electric eraser. But the problem, I don't know whether you guys can see. Let me just hide that on screen a minute. I have a thing, and I don't know whether you guys can see. It's got quite a fat tip, and it's not very. When you get going, it's not very centered. It like wobbles all over, and that's how it erases. And I'm not a massive fan of it, but I've seen them ones, and 26 hours. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine, mate, because like I say, I can sink 20 hours into a drawing in a breath. Both. That's it, no problem. Like razor for dudes with no arm muscles. Tell you what, that one's good for, Smoke. Tell you what, that one is good for though. Coloured pencil. Because obviously they're either oil-based, wax-based, or whatever. So once you start trying to lift that back up off and lighten it, or lift it back up off the paper, it's hard work. But that one does lift it. Tombow has great small ones. Yes, they do. And I have the I have both of them. I have the, is it 2.6mm or 2.4mm round, and I have the 3.2 flat. They are brilliant. And then, but yeah, I'll probably use it to get wax out of my ears. No, not wrong with that, mate. Not wrong with that. And again, so like I say, I mean, that's just with this set. That's what Mike's produced. He's got nothing OTT or what I class as well, other than maybe is this the electric eraser? Other than that, it's got nothing overly special, overly expensive, and that's what it's produced. So I'm hoping that it's going to follow through. Which, are you going to follow through with Mike with the colour? Are you going to follow through with that? Again, thank you for sending that. Oh my God, we've got some more coming. Tanner. Yeah, great work, Mike. Ooh. This is still very much work in progress. No problem. As we said, you see Mike finishes for this week. He sent us his in last week as work in progress, Tanner. So I ain't got a problem, mate. Again, at all. And if you want to work in progress it, carry it on through and resubmit it again when you get it finished. All well and good. Still very much work in progress. I've always leaned towards illustrative than realism. Fine, that's fair enough. I have issues with getting proportions correct. This has been really fun so far. My apologies, I won't be able to be there during the live stream. Thanks, Andy. Tanner, no problem. We will take a look at your work. I appreciate you sending it in. I appreciate you calling back and finding it out again. So proportions, what I'll do is let's open it up. All right. Well, this is going to be fun because I'm just wondering what we're going to get down here, Tanner. So yes, so I can see you heading more towards illustrative. Again, if you're struggling with proportions, and I'll be honest, when I'm drawing, I do, especially with faces, like I say, grid method. Let me just get that off screen. Grid method goes from one to other. You can plot it out, perfect proportions every time. You will never fail using this. You can scale up, scale down, as long as you've got the same amount of squares across and the same amount of squares down. And then it's only a case of working down it. Where's it touch? Where's this? You've got a total reference. As long as the piece of work that you're actually drawing on, you finish bit of work, obviously you do a lot lighter so that you can erase it out as you're going down. Mike says everything is cheap. Yep, you don't need OTT, but again, like I said, hold on, let me get him back on screen. There we go, guys. Again, that's it. I don't. Have we got it? Right. So we've got. Is it this one? Right. Is that? So you've taken references from these. Right. That's a cool picture. That's an awesome picture, is that one? I think that's like the one that Perry, is that the one? I think that's the one that Perry must have used for reference. Didn't want to draw all that water, but it is an awesome picture. Again, yeah, running down the illustrative. What I will say, not shy to use your darks. Not shy at all to use darks. Tanner, again, just be careful, my mate. Just when you're drawing, just try, get in a bit of Mike. Oh yeah, I am doing colour. Cool. What I would say, Tanner, just to help you out, is try to get in a bit of either a cotton bud or a bit of cotton wool or a tissue. Just try to smooth it out, blend it out, and then work from here, work out past them, just out past these. I'll get rid of some of your pencil line, my friend. It'll just smoothen this edge off. But again, like I say, you got your nice darks, and it looks like it's getting a fish, and it's either coming back out of the water. And I mean, if this is water, I'm interested now. You're going to portray this water, and that. But yeah, but nice one. Like I said, I will just. Yeah, like I said, I've just got, if you could just smooth them out, I mean, through here, we've got like a fur comb texture. These, through here, we've got the dark, we can see this dark through here. It's got separation between shades coming through. Same down here, it's got softness. There's, I can put it, got a nice softness to these wings, to be honest. You know, through here, a little bit off there. No hard pencil lines. No real stark, hard outline pencil lines, which if he was going for illustrative, he could have got away with. He could have got away with putting hard pencil lines in, but he hasn't. I'm going to be interested in seeing it finished with the water and seeing it done in colour. It's a really good start. Can't wait to see it finished. You're doing well. Again, through this beak. I mean, let's look. I mean, under it, he's got the nice tones, nice bit of dark, bit of medium, got some light, got some dark in there. He's got some texture through this, which is really nice. Just comes off there. The eye, he's got the eye. It's a little bit light. He's got the white highlight. He's got the rings around the eyes and everything with the highlights. Looking good. Again, it started good. Or if anything I could help you with on this would be just your background, just try to smooth it out to give it the softer tone as what you've got within your bird, because we've got some nice soft tones, bit of nice blending here, and then we've just got this, like, you can see all your marks of your pencil. Just that bit going round will help you so much. It will soften it out, it will get rid of them, and it'll just make it look that little bit more refined. But looking forward to seeing all this bit done down here. That's if you don't get bored, my mate. But looking forward to seeing it done. Send it back in, tweak it, send it back in. Spot on, mate. Jamie Benoist. Is it Benoist? I think so. What's this? Artwork submission. No real reference, but here you go. I made frames myself as well. Right. Right. Thing is, Jamie, I appreciate you sending them in, my mate. Nice frame, actually, that. Nice bit of artwork. But what it is, Jamie, we set a couple of weeks ago, and if you go back onto my channel, you'll see it'll say art challenge, a picture of a kingfisher up front of it. We actually set a specific challenge for everybody that was asking, just to try to get everybody out of the comfort zone. So that's what this part is now. It's for people that for taking up the art challenge and are following it through. But you've sent it. I'll have a quick look through it. I won't be ignorant. Right. It looks like this is freaky. It looks like some mad artist tea party, to be fair. Because everything looks illustrative, and then it looks like we've got somebody's kid. Is this you, Jamie? Well, I realised after I sent it in, I didn't meet the challenge. Oh, no problem, buddy. No problem. It is what it is. We ain't got too many, so I'll have to sat through it. This all looks good. This looks like does look like you've taken a picture of somebody's child and dropped them into this like mad artist tea party. Ooh. God, what is it with this? I mean, it reminds me of very illustrative. Is it Luella? Have a spelling of your in chat name? Is it Luella? Very illustrative, as in some sort of. The feeling I get, it's like some sort of kid's storybook, production storybook that's out. Looks cool. I always like this sort of stuff. Looks cool. Bright colours, quite simplistic, and everything does look quite cool, mate. I like how you done it there. If you made these frames yourself and everything. What was that? Look, a human head under a tree. Where are you looking? Oh, there. Yeah. Oh, and there. Didn't see it. I'm blind. I like these frames. These frames are nice. Nicely done. Ooh. What's that? Is that an elephant? Or is it an anteater? Oh my God. Luella, I had a baby at the time of painting them and was creating drawings about the fears of having a new kid and the monsters in my head. Yeah, the intent was to create a small book out of it. Cool. What a cool idea. Did you ever follow it through? Because that'd have been a cool idea. And when you've got kids and you've got new babies, Luella, it's not monsters in your head. It's little monsters that end up crawling around your room, your bedroom, keeping you up at night. They're actually real when they come, when you initially have kids. I like this. I'd have that outside in shop. I like that. Cool. Attention to details, bang on. Attention to detail. Nice through here. Little legging pan and flowers. That's freaky. That is freaky. Yeah, I'll move on. That's freaking me out. That's wigging me out. Is that? What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I mean, oh really? Halfway through, I'm still working on it. Though, is that this one? I hope you're halfway through and you're still working on this one. But no, cool. I appreciate you sending them in, mate. Cool. But yeah, I mean, if that's what you're doing and that's what you're working on, follow it through. Follow it through, Jamie. If you can get it into a book, all well and good. Fingers crossed. Mike Parrish, can I send some artwork in? Just no. Look, Jamie. I mean, we don't get tons and tons, so yeah, it was a cool intermission of art. Yeah, and it just shows you. And to be fair, I mean, it just shows you. I think what I might do as well one week is do something like this, because I know you guys. Cheers, love. I know you guys. There's a zombie alpaca looks cool. Yeah, I think that's what I got. Is it looks like a zombie alpaca. Might do whatever you're into. You know, if you're into making models or right. Yeah, I'll stop there right now because some of you, you know, if you got bits like this, you're into making stuff or you're into other artwork and sending other artwork, and we could have one week where you could just send in and we can just have a look, not critique or anything, but we'll have a look at what sort of stuff you like to do in your spare time, spare creative time, shall we say. Could be woodwork, whatever. We can just have a look at your work, you know, other than your normal jobs or whatever at some point. But no, I appreciate you sending some nice stuff. I really liked this one. Which one was it? This thing here, mate. I really did like that. That was cool. Like I say, this will take all this through here: attention to detail, string, bow, sack, little spade, all a lot. Really do like that, to be fair. Nice. Cool. Thank you. We've got Dean Moon. Just 1 minute, let me. What the hell? Just 1 minute, guys. Sorry about this. Right, somebody reply mobile on dashboard. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody about work. Dean Moon, Kingfisher. Boom. Oh, Dean. And I think Dean was on here saying, am I right, Dean? You was on here saying this is ballpoint pen. Dean Moon, my Kingfisher picture is drawn in ballpoint pen. I'm envious of anybody that can draw in ballpoint pen. I am seriously envious of anybody that can draw in ballpoint pen because I think it looks so cool. I've just watched and I follow an artist on YouTube. They call her Jess Carp. Channel's fantastic. She's just done a video where she sketches with ballpoint pen and in blue. Just a cheap ass ballpoint pen. You know, one of them ones that you get that has the 4 different colours, the blue, the red, the green and the black. She sketches with that. And honestly, I'm looking at these sketches while she's just doing that. I'm thinking, yeah, I am well jealous. I am really envious. And that. Yeah, that ballpoint pen shit is really hard. So what I'm going to do, Dean, again, pretty much, I think you lot must have all been surfing on pretty much same page through here, fish, water. But then again, when you do smurf and start looking for a kingfisher, this is what a lot of the stuff you do get up. So, right, guys. Ooh, right, we've seen enough. I'm off. Right, so has everybody seen Dean's? Can we leave it alone? His ballpoint pen drawing, can we leave it alone? Nobody wants to see anymore, do they? Should we turn it off? No, let's open it up. Look at this. Hey, dear Dean. It's all right, I'm just drinking it up. Just where you get through fish. How you've done this. Look, how you've done these lines with ballpoint pen. You've got this, all this going down here, all this and everything. Love it. Just really, I don't know what it is with ballpoint pen drawings, mate, and I know it's all in one colour, and it can be blue, green, black, don't matter what anybody draws in a ballpoint pen, purple. Smoke pen is really hard to achieve because it's usually cross-hatching and just little lines, and if we can see on about cross-hatching, look, and it's all done with pressure. He's got his cross-hatching in here, super dark shades, which is quite easy to achieve with ballpoint pen and go over the top. The thing as well is you're not rubbing this crap out, so you've got to meticulously plan where all these openings are going to go, because you can't go back in with an eraser, and this is what gets me with ballpoint pen, just where everybody knows how to leave everything right. And as well, I can't get any further. I'm pissed because I can't get any further. And looking at all this line where it's all lines through here, and it comes out light through there. It's sick as. Got your darks, and then you got dark, but then he's got a medium tone, and he's got these super fine dark lines. And another thing I like about ballpoint pen, see how these little wispy lines off the back are always left super sharp, super clear. I mean, you can get it with pencil if you've got a really sharp pencil, but obviously pencil dulls. But it's kept sharp. I'll be honest, Dean. I'll be honest. For me, if you'd have done the bird and the fish, and maybe just some of these water droplets for me, I'd have been like, yeah. Just maybe lost it a little bit for me with the water, but with these droplets, I see these droplets coming off here, up and round wings. If you just had them and a few round bottom and maybe not the water, then yeah, that'll have been just like, that'll have just blown my mind. But God, I'm having another look. Sorry, guys. Again, yeah, I've got the dark. Dean, right. Did you sketch this? I'm going to see if he'll give his trade secrets away. Did you sketch this with pencil first and then go, guideline, outline? I'm not saying fuller, for your guideline. And then did you go back in with pen after, or did you just fly straight in? What's he put? He's put, I did regret the water. It got away from me. But I mean, I get that, but the bird, it's like thing. No, so you've gone straight in with pen, right? So another thing that says you've gone straight in with pen. He's committed straight with pen. So Dean is definitely confident enough with proportions, sizes, working it out, and everything. Dean, have you done much pen drawing with this at first, or is ballpoint pen something you prefer to draw in, sketching your medium, and that? Because I tell you what, this I would say probably lies somewhere. If we took the water out of it, Dean, like you say, and kept it like this, exactly like this, and you were to tattoo it exactly like this, it'd be somewhere in between illustrative and semi-realism. That if you could get that effect in a tattoo, it'd be sick. Yes, I do a lot of drawing with pen. It shows. It shows, mate, your commitment and everything. Yeah, well jealous. Well jealous. Something I wish I could do. And be honest, too shit scared of it up, you know, to shall we say, commit on it. I'd end up, if it was me, I would end up having to drawing in pencil first and then go back over in pen. That one sick badass piece. Again, like I say, if you took the water away, Dean, and went for the bird with the droplets, and you could tattoo it exactly like that, blacks, just using exactly like that, boom, that'd be a belting. That'd be a belting tattoo, honestly would. Again, that's his reference. So you just taking the reference, yeah, and basically just literally used it as reference. Because if he's taking it for pose, because it's not literally redrawn, it's taking it for pose, because otherwise this area would probably be a little bit fatter. He's got the beak a little bit more closed, so it's just actually taken off it. Yeah, Mike, I like that. You had an advantage of tattooing it. No eraser. Yeah, again, no eraser in pen. Commit, 100% commit. And yeah, I like it. I like it, having the balls to go away with it. Would it, Dean, with this one a one-shot deal, mate? Was this your first attempt at it, or did you have a couple of goes, screw them up, throw them away, and then after a couple of goes, you got this picture to come out? I don't want to ask you another question then, and I forgot what I was going to ask you. But that's a really nice picture. Oh, that's all I'm going to ask you, Dean. Second attempt. That's not bad. Although you do want to get one attempt in tattooing, but no, I'm yanking your chain. I'm just thinking, how long did it take you, Dean, if you don't mind me asking? And be honest. Just be honest with us. How long did it take you? Because it's a badass piece. And again, I do love ballpoint pen pictures. Can't do them worth shit, but I do love ballpoint pen pictures for some reason. But I will be interested to know how long it actually took you to do this one. Not your first one. That'd be nice to know. Because again, when it comes to drawing, and I use pen, graphite, whatever, 5 hours in total. That's not bad at all, Dean. That's not bad at all. Damn. Because what I was just about to say, I'm not a fast drawer. I like to take my time, steady Eddie away. So I'm just one of them. But yeah, 5 hours. Loving it, Dean. Well done, mate. Well done. Well jealous. Well jealous on you doing that. 'Cause the amount of different techniques that you need in ballpoint pen to achieve up here in this direction. You've got arch work, herringbone work. Yeah. I'm getting off it now. You're making me jealous. Back up. It's showtime. Drew a Beetlejuice. Back up. What are you on about? It's showtime. It's showtime, back up. But yeah, there you go, Dean. Right that way, right that way. Very slick, which it is. Love it. Are you? Thing is now though, Dean. Now what's it here? I was so hesitant to send it in. I'm glad I did now. Shit, mate. I tell you what, I'd have been bummed if you hadn't done, mate. I'd have been bummed. So, right, Dean. What I'm going to say to you now, are you going to take up the challenge and do it in colour? Are you going to do a colour version? Which I could throw, you know something, Dean? I could throw you down a challenge here, but it'd be a bit unfair, mate. I'd love to see that piece done again in colour, but you know what I'm going to say. Using biro, but using different coloured biros in different areas, like a, you know, green biro, blue, a black, an orange if you can get it, you know, like them to do the different areas for the colour, but in that style again. That'd absolutely blow my mind. But that's a bit unfair to ask you to do that, mate. You know what I mean? You know, so just wild comes in that if it was done exactly like that, but the colours was put in the right place for the reference picture type thing, but still done in that style, but used the corresponding colour biros to mix it all in. That'd have been sick. That would have been sick. Yes. So I guess, yes, you're going to do it in colour. You can't get weight to stuck in. Thank you. I appreciate you sending it. I do. I really do. So Backer, it's showtime, Beetlejuice. Right, Backer, we'll take a look at them. But what it was, we set a particular art challenge couple of streams ago. It's on the thing. It's people follow the challenge and everything. It wasn't just a general thing, but looks like people are wanting to maybe show us their artwork. So that may be something that I do in the future. So what you can do is just any general drawings. Even at the back end of a stream, I might just sort of like say, well, we've got some time. You want to send some of your general artwork in, you can send it into email. We'll take a look at it like we are doing now. But thing. Yeah, no problem, back. I totally get it, mate. But like I say, we've got thing. We'll have a quick ganders. I'm sure everybody that's here won't mind having a look. Anybody that is here, if you jump across, give the stream a like. No on that one, sorry. Go back to that. Right, if you give the stream a like, and I know we are streaming simultaneously to Twitch as well at this thing. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Ring the notification bell. Tick the little all. That way you won't miss out, and you'll get notifications say when I am live and I have gone live. Dean's put up. Thank you for the lovely comment, Dean. Well deserved. Well deserved, mate. And that. So right, Backer's just sent some Drew Beetlejuice. Right. What? Obviously, we can tell straight away Backer who it is. Quite like the teeth area on it. What I will say though, Backer, is through, and I can't remember. I know Beetlejuice, but I can't remember exactly what it looks like. Maybe wanted a little bit more to run a darker pencil, build some dark. What's that back at 1 minute, buddy? Are you liking Twitch? I've never been on there. It's just basically a straight up live streaming platform. The only reason I'm on there, I had a Twitch account. It's no more work for me to switch it on simultaneously on Twitch. I'll be honest, I don't think it's doing a great deal on Twitch. There's nobody come through on a comment from Twitch, to be fair. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's no comment, and I think literally there's one person over there at the minute. So, but yeah, we can see what he's got this round his mouth detail. Think you may need it just, and I don't know whether you have, is to get, again, is try work on a little bit of blending. And some key darks backer. I think this is what this is needing. So a bit of blending, softening the key darks. Like you've got your dark through here, which works. Gives it. Can you see where your lip comes under, and it gives it that shadow onto your teeth, and you've got this little bit of dark and graininess. Same here. You've got the dark under the teeth, which is pushing the mouth backwards. Again, so that's good. Whereas you probably find, if you look at your reference photo back at, you probably find that you've got some really darker points, you know, in the eyes. And sometimes what I'll do when I'm getting a drawing, if I'm getting a reference drawing ready for me to draw, I will put it into my tablet or I will put it into the computer, and I'll put it into a black and white program, and I'll mess around with the contrast, the lightness and everything, again, till I get a light and dark contrast on that picture that I like. Just because I like the picture, I like to play around with it. I think I actually prefer that contrast of light and darks on that picture, and that's when I'll print it or whatever, I'll save it, and then I'll draw off from there. But yeah, as you can see, if you're looking at your mouth, you see how it's push forward, push backwards. Then you've got this dark under here, this little bit of light, and then it comes to light there. We've got just a little bit of lightness on bottom lip, may just need it. But again, like I said, round your eyes back at, you may, if you look at your reference photo, find that you could have gone darker, my mate. Same with this, same over there. And then from there, sometimes you've got to take a little bit of, like we get on about taking some, shall we say, liberties, an artistic license. Again, when you're drawing, when you're tattooing, some areas, like to me, like some areas you see over the top of the head here, through the hair, to me just looks like, so I would have taken liberties and just put some small areas of darker tones in. Don't have to go over the thing, just round here, just to give it a bit of depth. That's just something to look for. But no. What the? All right. Them eyes are freaking me out. It's actually freakishly good. Freaking me out. Oh, some weird ass thing. I don't know what it is. Super green. Not got a clue, mate. I must have lived in a closet, Jason. But so we've got your darks on the back thing. But what I was saying to you about the Keaton one, or Fifth Element, right? But what I'm saying, like what I was saying to you about your Beetlejuice one, your Keaton one, about the eyes being a bit lighter, and you could do with a bit of darkness. You've got that darkness, maybe just here could have gone a little bit darker, but not right the way out, because you'd have lost through here. but you can see how you've gone in with your darkness here, which gives it like it's got the fold on the top of the skin. And that, again, I don't know this character, so I think, has he got white hair? If so, it may have been better off just putting a little bit of darker, and I'm not saying black, I just mean a little bit of a darker shade and some key shade areas just around the outside, just to give it a little bit more, push the hair forward. But no, not bad. Not bad at all, mate. And it's just a case of then just keep practicing. And that, just practice more. That looks, like I say, we've got some smoother tones going on through here, on your t-shirt. You managed to catch a little bit of an earring, a little bit of an ear. Again, in the eyes, you got your dark bit here, your bit lighter. You got your darker pupil with a little bit going up top, your highlights. So you're capturing that. I'll be honest, nose does look a little bit funky, especially with this bit here. And I know, I mean, yeah, I hate to drive. I could up to, I'll be honest, up to about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, I couldn't draw a face, I couldn't draw a head on paper, and I made it my mission to learn myself to draw faces, decent faces, and that's all I concentrated on, to the point now when I'm drawing, that is my preferred choice. And I prefer to draw, my personal choice would be to draw female form faces, portrait style. That will be for drawing and continuing forward in graphite. That would be my preferred form of drawing going forward, is that one. But no, thank you, Backer. I appreciate you sending it in. Like I say, I know you did say you'd just seen the art challenge and everything, and I'd seen it in. Well, I think that's everybody sent in. We need to do a job. I've got some bits. I noticed that nobody decided they wanted to come and job on camera and help me out here, so we could go through it all. So I seriously hope anybody that hasn't done it in black and grey, please, and that is on with it, please continue. Send it in when you've got it done. Any of you guys, I hope you guys that have done it in black and grey take up the colour side of it, because I'd really like to see these done in colour. Anybody, and if you send it in, it's partially done, please finish it. Please send it in. Looking forward. And again, it's not really a art critique, and I'd put it on the thing. It's not really an art critique. It's, look, we'll take a look at it, try and work out what style you've gone for. Nice to see your artwork, if we can help you. Just key points just to look at. Again, whether it's just look to start using a blending stump and smoothing stuff out, or any general art questions. What art supplies do we use for drawing, this, that, and other? Because it's nice to see what people's art skills are like going into your tattooing, because again, people out there might want to get into tattooing, and it's, let me just hide this on screen so I blow some back. People might want to get into tattooing and think, is my artwork good enough? Just haven't got the challenge, send it in. Like a little bio about yourself if you want, before you send it in, like a few of you have. We can read it, we'll go through it, we'll help you out. Wherever we can. And at the end of the day, I suppose you can do like they did on Sunday night stream. If you don't like me, just leave a comment on the stream, just saying get your ass off your own channel. We don't want to see you again. Bring somebody else in and get yourself changed out. But there you go. You know what I mean? What we got, Perry? Oh, we got a question. Perry Hannafin. Question, Andy. Got a friend that wants to tattoo around a mole, almost perfect circle, and wants as the centre of a daisy. Is there anything you need to be aware of when dealing with moles? Generally, I don't go over them, depending on what sort of mole it is, Perry, because I've got some, most of us have got some that look like oversized freckles. Like, I don't know whether you can, let me just get it off. There. I don't know if you can get it off there, and you can see on, can you see on my arm there, I've probably got, you know, I've got a little more, tiny little thing. It is. It's round. It's got ever so slight bump on it. That I'd tattoo over. I'd ink it in. No problem. Obviously, some moles are a lot bigger. If they're a lot bigger and they get into it's a flat one, it's a bit smaller than a 5p coin. Right, if it's a flat one and it's a bit smaller than a 5p coin, if it's getting up to 5p coin size, don't tattoo it, Perry. That thing there is about 2 millimeters. You know what I mean? It's about 2 millimeters in size. I wouldn't tattoo something that size. So we'll go around it, try and incorporate it, or something like that. Obviously, tattoo up as close as you can to it. But me personally, I wouldn't do it. And that's the only advice I can give you, Perry. At something at that size, even though it's flat, I wouldn't go over it. Something smaller, you know, like a couple of millimeters, like I've showed you there, I've got no problem. As long as it's not, you know, the big ones, you know, that are hanging off the skin, then I just don't do them at all. That's the only advice I can give you. That's how I work. That's how I've worked by, and I've stuck to it. And touch wood, I've not had no problems, mate. Not had no comebacks. I do explain to them beforehand about them if they want to go around there, and they usually accept it because they usually know. Yeah. To be fair, Smoke's right. That was a good question. That was a good, really good question. But again, going in centre of a daisy, no problem. As long as you incorporate it good in your design, it'll look fine, mate. You'll be fine. But it was a good question. What's Jason got? Andy, if you leave us, we're going to have issues. I'll spam message you every day. What's new, Jason? Anyway, I thought you'd fallen out on me. I don't think I've had any messages off you for a couple of days, have I, buddy? My Instagram box is quiet. I'm not going anywhere, mate. I'm here. Mike. What's Mike got? Mike Parrish. To me, saying drawing is easy to me. Tattooing is the hardest medium I've ever tried. Now, seeing your drawing, Mike, what is it you're finding hard with tattooing? Because, to be fair, buddy, your drawing's on point for where you need to be. What is it you are seriously struggling with? Because all you need, Mike, is to understand the technical side of tattooing. That's all you need. Once you've got the technical side, e.g., you're in with your lining, you know what a line is, you know how to put a line in, you know what shading is, you know how to shade, what your tones are going to look like, you should be set. You should be set. Oh, and make a stencil that you can read yourself. Not that anybody else can read, that you can read, because stencils, again, are personal. And you will find to start with, you put in tons and tons of detail in your stencils. and instead of trusting your own art ability. And I did it, and it's only lately that I've dialed back on my stencils again and put even less in my stencils, and just dealing with my own ability. Same. Yeah, don't like, you know what I mean? Yeah, Perry, you're welcome. Like I said, that's the only best advice I can give you. That's the advice I stick to. That's the advice I work by. I've never had any problems. Always explain to your client. Be upfront with them. Be straight with them. Don't try hiding anything. Just be honest with your clients, and say, look, if it was smaller and flat, go over it. It's just something that's not done at that size. I am not willing to tattoo over it because it shouldn't be done, and I'm not willing, to risk anything with that more, risk anything with you trying to tattoo over it. I'll incorporate it like you have done, which is the smart route to go. That is a smart route to go. Yep. Smoke says, in the middle of the days, it sounds a cool tattoo. Yeah, it's cool, and it's a smart route to go. What you got, Penny? Did a couple of cool designs, good designs for her, and all she wants is simple line work. Cool. That happens, Penny. Welcome to Tattooing 101. You'll do best drawing it well, then they'll go, well, no, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want other. Can I just have a line there? Can I just have a line there? I don't want no shading. And you're like, and all you want to do is shade it and make it look your best work, and they just wanted to dumb it right down. But again, as long as it's going to translate into a good tattoo, that's what the client wants. Unless you want to lose a client and go somewhere else, and potentially, or more than likely, not come back to you in future unless the new artist totally screws up completely. You might as well just give them the tattoo they want and do it to the best ability, 110% of what you can do, and they'll be fine. They'll be over at moon, Perry. They'll be over at moon, mate. It's like we had the debate the other day, and honestly, I shouldn't even start getting on about this because it boils my piss when I get on about it. About right ways and wrong ways for tattooing. Yes, we all know right ways and wrong ways. It should be this way around, should be that way around, should be upside down, it should be here. But at the end of the day, it's the client's body. As long as you explain to them, and they know, but then they want it that way around. It's their body. It's not your tattoo. It's their body. It's going to be their tattoo on their body. When they pay for it and walked out the door, it's theirs on their body. And let's be right, if somebody comes and they want something on, and it's an $800 tattoo, or whatever it is, and they go, I want it wrong way around or upside down, what are you going to tell them? No, I refuse to do it. And I walk out the door and you lose 800 quid. Good business sense. Good business sense. Don't work like that. As long as they know and you explained it to them all, like I say, once it's done, it's their tattoo on their body. They get to live with it. That's it. You've done the job, done it 100%. Bosh, out it goes. But like I say, we all do know. And you want to, again, once you lose a client to another artist, because you will either do it or you screw up, or even if you start cancelling with them and knocking them back loads of times, they will eventually get pissed off with you. They will move on to another artist. When they move on to another artist, the chances of you getting them back is virtually zero, unless something goes catastrophic there, and then they'll want to come back to you. But again, that's the quickest way to love business and, well, not being able to pay your bills. Because at the end of the day, we all enjoy what we do. We all aim to enjoy what we do. We love tattooing. We're passionate about tattooing. But you still want to make a living out of it. You still want to be able to live off what you're doing. Unless you want to tattoo for nothing and then have a second job and do 40, 50, 60 hours a week with your second job while tattooing for nothing. But I don't pretty much see the point in that one. But that's just me. It's one of the things. So what we've got here. So my artist tried to talk me out of getting the kill switch engage writing with my tattoo, but I wasn't going to listen. Fair play, it's your tattoo, Smoke. It's your tattoo. Again, like we were saying, it is yours. It's not mine as an artist. And even when I'm drawing it up, I'm drawing the design up for you, the client. I'm not drawing the design up for myself. I'm drawing a design up for you. I'm trying to draw a design up for you that is an interesting design that you're going to like. And if you like that design and you go, yeah, it's amazing, but then decide you want to flip it, well, in my eyes, all been well and good. Because at the end of the day, they come into your studio, 20 years old. They want a design. You do it. They want it flipping, but they're happy with it, this, that, and other. When they've done it, when you've done it, and they live, that is their tattoo. That is their tattoo then. If they live to 80, they've got 60 years with that. You've only got that 4 or 5 hours or whatever that it is with that tattoo while you're doing it. They've got 60 years with it. So that's what you're going to look at. What's that? 12,000 people in my city have no power law, Smoke. Except for me. He's rocking a generator, he's got a grow on it. He's rocking a generator, his Smoke, he's got a grow on in the attic. I guess you think he's lazy, he didn't want to do that. Right. And, what's that, Smoke? You think you've got about 30 years left in you? I've probably got about 10. I've been saying that for ages. Probably got about 10. Probably got about 10. Right, so I'm gonna rock on here for a couple more minutes. People are dwindling out. It's knocking on. It's getting late. And that. So if we've got any more questions in there, there's 14 of you left in. I will be back hopefully on Sunday with Dave, and then be back next week. Anybody that's got any of the artwork challenge can resubmit it again next week. Like I say, if you've done it in black and grey and you want to submit in colour and you've got it done, you send it in. Send it as a work in progress. Anybody that's got the black and grey done can send it in. And Perry, have we got 2 weeks for the Kingfisher cut? Colour Kingfisher. Perry, if you want to do it in 2 weeks, my friend, because some people haven't got the black and grey in yet, if all I will just keep doing as they keep dribbling and drabble it in, as long as you title the emails that come in for the art challenge, just put art or art challenge in the title. It doesn't matter, along with your references, it doesn't matter. I will look at them as they come in that way. So as long as they're in art challenge, just send it. If it takes you 2 weeks, mate, if you get it started and you get halfway through it, like a few of them done, and you want to send it in as a work in progress, you can do, and then we'll look at it again when you finished it. It's entirely up to you, mate. It's entirely up to you. It's open. But I think what I may do then is do that next week. Then the week after, probably talk next week. Maybe the week after, I might use the email address to maybe, let's see what you do. I don't know, in your pastime, hobby-wise, other artwork, non-tattoo related artwork that you've done. Basically anything goes artwork that you've got done, drawn in past, on drawing, work in progress. Just so we can sit and have a look and just have a chat about it and chill out and see what people, when they're left to their own devices, like to draw. That sounds all right, doesn't it? When you're left to your own devices, what you like to draw, when you get to choose what you want to draw or do artwork about. Might do that the week after next. And we can just sit and we can have a look and see what, like I say, with it, and in your preferred medium, whether it's paints, pencils, coloured pencils, felt tip pens, biro, but I don't know, charcoal or whatever, it's watercolour or anything. Metal album covers. Is that what you prefer to draw, Smoke? Metal album covers. Cool. Airbrush. Oh, mad. Are you any good at airbrush? Are you good at airbrush? That's another thing. That is another thing I watch on YouTube, people airbrushing. And just like ballpoint pen, man, it astounds me how to do it. And I'm like, dual action airbrushing and this, that, and other. And I've seen them airbrushing artwork and then airbrushing other stuff. And it's like, yeah, I really do like airbrush work. Yeah, really like airbrush work. Something again, never been able to do. Never been able to do. Oh. I'll tell you what, I won't mind, what sort of stuff do you airbrush, man? I won't mind seeing some of that. I won't mind seeing some of that stuff. Really do. So, if that's the case and you've got some stuff, yeah, we'll have to set it up that we do our own artwork, left to your own devices, your own stuff, own medium. Again, and when I say medium as well, I also mean whether you prefer to draw on paper, you draw graffiti, you draw on wall. Do you know what I mean? You prefer to draw on walls, you prefer to draw on wood, glass, with petrol tanks, cars, legally, by the way, not illegally. But yes, so I think we'll set that one up as well at some point. Yeah, well, what it is Matt Scott says he can send some. Well, we're just coming to end at stream now, Matt. So what I'll do is, if we've got time next week, I might get you to send some in. But if not, the week after next. Yeah, the week after next, basically, we'll have a week of, you can send anything that you like to do. You know what I mean? So what sort of artwork, like you with airbrushing on whatever, people might to do like coloured artwork, they might to do spray can work, coloured pencils, charcoals, paper, anything, whatever you like to draw on whatever medium, just your artwork. So you've got 100% yours. Just send us anything in that you like to do. Again, then we can have a look and we can see how creative them people are with anything. Again, like, I can't remember his name now, who sent them in, and the figures that he'd done were great. Yeah, honestly, were great. I can create pottery with the wife liking Ghost, I'll submit that. Yeah, but you've got to video it. You got a video in smoke. That one's got to come in as a video format, and you've got to sing. You got to sing the music theme tune to it as well while you're doing it. Otherwise, we don't accept it. So, guys, I've hit 2 hours, and I appreciate you guys being here. You guys hanging around. I really do appreciate it. So, hopefully, I will see you on Sunday, and again, we'll be back next Thursday. Art challenge work will come first. Then after that, we'll wing it, whether people send in a bit of their own artwork or that one. But definitely the week after, we'll do your own stuff, what you like to do and everything, and we can just have a chill out talk, go through it, which I think will be great. And other than that, guys, I appreciate you being here. I will catch you on Sunday. Take care. Don't work too hard. And we'll see you on Sunday. And with that, from the UK and my conservatives, I will say good night, guys.